Ina udhochengi kikalo chanza ya mbunge ya Senate na metumele ya ilovia inandonesi mwana sia kaunti kana CPIC echatumbudhana kwambe wandatika miongo ili itina wa gavana wa kaunti ya Makueni Mutula Kilonzo Junior kuthinania na maseneta yuluwa isito ya mwandiki muungami wa kambuni wa kaunti ya Makueni wa kuungamia unyaita wa kiwu kuyangalikoni sia kibwezi wa Kibwasko Mutula na ula eimbe wa CPIC kusungia makulio yulu wa metumele ya mbesa sia kaunti miaka ya kumanjuli ile na miongo ile muvaka ngili ile na miongo ile na ile kukonia ungami wa kambuni sia kiwu sia kaunti muvea wa maundu ma kithangathi na uthukumi wa kithi cha maembe cha kalamba ni wethi wana mutiani mumo kwitetea kumana na makulio momo ma mwiki wa masavu yulu wa uthukumi sektani isi itatu kaunti ya Makueni. Benjamin Mwaka endini wa kikaloki.
Uthukumi wonthe ukonya maundu ma kiwu mokoni ma magavana ateo imwe ya kambuni nne cia ungami wa kiwu kaunti ya Makueni itongoiwe ni anganganya kwava kuvi ndatika miongo ili cia kwetela vate usungio maseneta ni mamulasimithia gavana Mutula Kilonzo Junior havithwe isito ya muungami munene wa Kibwasko kambuni wa kaunti ya Makueni wa kuungamia kiwu kwa kibwezi usungio ula watia maseneta maende kwithwa mitwe.
Kibwasko matter is still pending. The WSP as a company secretary who has not been cooperative, forcing the shareholders to call for an AGM to address the matter.
Is he a law firm? Is he an individual? What is the identity of this person?
Is an individual, Chair.
Please, Chair, can the engineer just give the names?
The name.
What are the names of that person?
The identity was not even disclosed in the minutes, but the CEO is checking his name.
Engineer. You don't know your company secretary?
We'll check and provide by end of this session, Chair, please.
No, Chair, we do not want to proceed without the details of that person because the county cannot appear or the water management without where it has been so difficult on this person.
On searches at the company's registry, we realize that this gentleman is a company secretary of many water companies, not just Makueni alone. And for some very nefarious reasons, this gentleman has made it very difficult to hand over a substantive, there's a word that this chief officer used, hand over either passwords, entry, and become very difficult even at the company's registry to change his name.
You know, our concern is that who is this person who is so powerful?
The name as per CR12 is Njoroge Obadia Kimani.
What is his number? Under the county secretaries.
His CPS number is not here. Actually, that's what I was looking for, Senator Mtinda, but I can't see it here.
This is somebody who is coming out as a ghost worker and at the same time as a fraudulent person. Even the CEO had difficulties getting to know an officer of the county. So I think this is a matter which should be taken very urgently.
Maseneta meno dhatu mwingi mei na makulyo niki amwema maendekethio mo kwa kaunti ya Makueni nthino wa sikalombe tuku kwenye maundu make kuite vinda ya sa kuthukumithwa kuyanana na maseneta nikana gavana Mutula ndona ni chewendi mulumu wa kumosea matambia makimiao ofisa o.
Whatever that particular person is doing is hinged into criminal activities. I believe statements should have been written and this particular person prosecuted.
But when it became apparent that we could not remove this ourselves from the records at the company's registry, it became apparent that the county attorney then advised for a board meeting to be called for him to be formally removed for purposes of presentation at the company's registry.
Governor, these minutes are for 19th August 2024, which is last week. Is when the board was able to sit and have only one agenda of removing the so-called powerful secretary. Why is this just for last week, or was it just because you are appearing before this committee, you decide to do this very quickly for the sake of it?
You know, a company secretary is supposed to be a member of the certified public secretaries. So I don't know what effort you did to report this unknown person.
We have not reported Okay, let me speak for myself. We haven't started the process of reporting him for any misconduct because when I read these minutes last week, I realized they had not reported any form of misconduct.
Inge zamaye ya CPIC ni ya mwiki ya kona ni Governor Mutula Kilonzo Jr. Kukonya nikikithi cha maembe cha Kalamba kiende ung'ang'ana na kaunti kuungamia miyo yacho na niki vaita wonde withitwe uthikiwa ngusuni ni kaunti na kutia kithi kiteno na ndululu.
The installation of a ready-to-drink line took longer than expected, affecting the process of transferring ownership of all assets related to the authority.
And from the report given now, is a high time. He started having his own assets and started making business because it's supposed to be a business venture.
The company makes money and then it is spent in the executive. Assets have not been transferred from the county government to the authority. So I think asset transfers should be done. And the amounts that are made by this company should actually not be transferred to the county government.
Legislation is there, but the officers, the executives like you don't seem to focus on adhering to what the Act clearly states.
Where there's no any active act, cushioning or rather separating that entity from taking money to the CRF, it is automatically then becomes a default that one must go to the CRF. Which in this case, there is no any act that I've read here that says that you must keep the money.
Kuyanana na mwiki munene wa masavu nikana kithi kiki no asio asilingi milioni 59 na zamaye CPIC ni okile makulyo maito kuonya undu ilovia singevito usia mwene nthi ivikie tena kwa.
The auditor, you confirmed that the loss was 59 million. True or false?
True.
Thank you. And that's why I was following that procedure to get to know, are these people still within the authority, the company, the fruit company?
We have a new board, we have a new CEO, we have a new finance person.
Is that the reason maybe you fired them because of the 59 million loss? Or why? What happened? What brought about the 59 million loss?
I didn't find them actually.
But are you aware of the loss?
Yes, I'm aware of the loss.
So my curiosity was what triggered this? Because this loss is so huge.
So the difference between the amount budgeted to buy the puree and the amount paid to farmers for their mangoes and the sale of that puree is what resulted in the losses.
Vilingwa mavu kumava musini wa Ilovi. Nito Benjamin na Mwakam.